First game, it was on Friday night. There was two games Friday night. The Dogs versus the D's. We'll do that one first. 15-20, 110. Defeated the D's 9-5-59. The King did a watch along on this one. It was the Dogs look good, man. They're looking good. They made Melbourne look second rate, and they're looking like a top four prospect. Now I know they're not in the top four yet, but after that game finished, they were in the top four, and they did tell the whole AFL world that they're here, and they're going to be a contender going forward. So definitely Western Bulldogs. We were saying during the year they're an up and down team. You get the good and the bad, but all we've seen lately is the good from them. So they're a force to be reckoned with, I believe. But they're looking good. Melbourne, as I said, they've copped a few injuries. They don't look the team to go all the way. I think they can still make it. Pretty sure they can still make it. They can still make the 8 mathematically, but it's going to be very hard. They've got some tough games coming up. So, King of the North, I'll go with you first. You did the watch along here. Are the Bulldogs the real deal?
I think they're a top 8 side, and they beat a Melbourne team that wasn't that great the week before. They weren't that great either. Treloar's had like 2 amazing weekends of footy. This week he's kicked 2 goals and 30 disposals. Bonampelli was on fire as well. They're just in good form, and when you got confidence and when you're on a roll, then you play well. But I don't agree that Melbourne are going to be a top 8 contender. I think they're done. The Bulldogs will be around and about for the 8. But good win for the Bulldogs, and they're in really good form.
Yeah, 100%. I'll go sweeps next. What do you think of the Bulldogs and Melbourne game, man?
Pretty much the gameplay. The game speaks for itself. Bulldogs looking like one of the best. I think one of the most informed teams in the league. They absolutely dominated Melbourne. Like this game was never looked close. It never looked like the Doggies were gonna lose. I mean, let's be honest, Doggies. I mean, like if the Doggies kicked it more accurate, they would have won by like more than how many points they won. It would have been a much bigger blowout. So yeah, credit to the Dogs. They're firing Treloar. Absolutely, he's playing good. So is Bontempelli. They I don't know how to describe. They're just looking like a top 4 team. I don't know how they're not in the top 4. And Melbourne, they're cooked. Yeah, they're done. I said a couple of weeks ago they're done, and I think they're done. I mean, they've got a hard run home. I think injuries has taken a big toll on them. So yeah, I think they're done for the season. I think they have. Is it Port Adelaide coming up this week? If I'm correct.
Yeah, correct. In Melbourne, so that's going to be Bontempelli. Yeah, Bont's had 33 touches. Treloar 30. Dale had 30. The big ball getters for Melbourne with Bowie with 25, Rivers with 25. So, it's just and I was looking at Clayton Oliver as well. It just doesn't look fit. We were watching it. I was like, this guy just doesn't look like an AFL player as much anymore. So I don't know what's happening with him. So it's Johnny Carlton, did you get to watch this one, man?
Yeah, look, I went Melbourne just because they needed this win just to make sure their season was still intact. But fortunately, I thought it was going to be the bad Bulldogs this week, but unfortunately, they've got some good games in a couple of rows. They beat Carlton, they beat Sydney, now they're beating Melbourne. As you said, they've got the 3-piece, mate. Their backline's performing with Rory Lobb back there. They've got a brilliant midfield, and their forward line is one of probably the most dangerous forward line in the AFL right now. Look, Melbourne, unfortunately, their season's over. As what the King said, I don't think they're going to be top 8. I think there's better teams out there. So they'll regroup. I reckon Oliver's still a big player. If any of you asked, would you take Clayton Oliver in your team, you would 100% say yes. If you said no, you'll be lying to yourself. But as I said, he just needs Petrarca there. He needs his ally. It's like when you talk about Charlie Kerner not having Harry Mackay there. It's like Nick Dacos not having Josh Dacos there. You know, it's just he can't. But anyways, as I said, Bulldogs, they look the goods, man, and they're going to finish in the top 8, and they could be a worry team in September. So
They have an easy run home as well. So
well,
correct.
You know who else is really quiet? Jack Viney's being really quiet as well. Like only 13 touches, so he was really good. Like in the start of the year,
mate.
And May's gone. May's injured now too, so doesn't help. Doesn't help him at all.